Here's the latest information on the storm that'll be affecting the tri-state region starting tonight, Tuesday night, through most of the day on Wednesday. Plus, we've added an outlook for Thanksgiving. This will provide a tri-state region weather summary for the areas shaded in blue. First of all, the storm is now located over the northern Gulf of Mexico, and it's heading towards the New York City metropolitan area, be moving over the area early tomorrow morning. Along the track of the storm, we're expecting very heavy rainfall, and to the east of the storm, strong winds, and for our coastal areas along the south shore of Long Island and the coast of Connecticut, some minor beach erosion and minor coastal flooding. West of the track, there's still a potential for some ice this evening over western Orange County, but that too will be changing to rain. Here you can see the track of the low this evening up towards Atlanta, moving into Atlanta. But by tomorrow morning, all the way up into the New York metropolitan area as it extends and expands and intensifies. So this is a rapidly developing situation, and we are expecting some tremendous amounts of rain overnight and into the morning hours. Here we see by tomorrow evening, the storm has actually moved north of the region. We'll be on the backside with cold air moving in. So a very fast-moving system coming up the Appalachians and up into New England. Since the last earlier this morning, the track of the storm has slightly shifted east. Not a big significance there. The duration of the strong winds will be shorter. This is going to be focused right around the early morning hours, so probably around 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. is when we expect the strongest winds to be occurring. We have issued a flood watch for the entire area. That's in effect until late afternoon, but the heaviest rain again will be coming down early in the morning and through the midday hours. And for the south shore of Long Island, along the ocean, high surf advisory and a coastal flood advisory and statement for other portions for minor coastal flooding potentials. Winter weather, again, that's almost over for Orange County. Still a wintry mix up there in the western portions as temperatures hover right around the freezing mark. Wind advisory, though, for the coastal regions, that includes the New York City area, and that's in effect. Again, the highest winds around 5 a.m., gusts up to 50 miles an hour. Winds will really be howling towards the early tomorrow morning. Gale warning for all our coastal waters, up to 45 knots on the coastal waters. And the big deal here is a lot of rain we haven't seen in a long time. 2 to 4 inches, and again, the heaviest rain will be from about midnight up to about noontime on Wednesday. Here's the area of the winter weather advisory, particularly over western portions of Orange County, still in effect till 10 p.m. Wind advisory here, all tri-state region, including southern Connecticut, Long Island, and the New York City metropolitan area. Lighter winds expected to the west of the storm. Again, the low is going to track right across New York City. So right around 5 a.m., 5 to 6 a.m., that's when we expect the strongest winds across Long Island, New York City, and Connecticut. Here's the flood advisory, or flood watch. Flood watch in effect for 2 to 3 inches, locally up to 4 inches for the entire region. And here's the coastal flood, where we do have the advisory in effect in the brighter green areas and the flood statement. This is for the areas that are most vulnerable to minor coastal flooding. High surf along the south shore here. Again, this is not for just for the barrier island here from Jones Beach, Fire Island, out to Montauk. And again, the impact summary, some slick roads in Orange County. Winds may result in some down trees and power lines from the wind advisory area, and a lot of flooding, freshwater, urban-type flooding from the heavy rain we haven't seen in months. And again, that's going to be tomorrow morning's rush hour, so allow extra time for that. Freshwater, quick response, streams possibly, depending on where the heaviest rain falls, and then the minor tidal and beach erosion occurring. Here's our rainfall map. You can see the heaviest rain looks to be focused just slightly over the New York City, lower Hudson Valley area, slightly less. But overall, very heavy rainfall event here in a very quick period of time, about 12 hours, looking for, on average, about 3 inches. Again, the impacts continue into tomorrow night as the cold air moves in. With all that rain, we'll have lots of standing water around, so even though we could see a snow shower, temperatures falling into the 20s will result in icy conditions, black ice around those standing water areas. So plan on that if you're traveling on Wednesday night. And here's our outlook for Thanksgiving Day, a much colder day. Winds out of the northwest gusting up to 40 miles an hour in the morning. diminishing in the afternoon, highs only in the 30s, lows in the 20s, and wind chills down into the teens at night. Again, keep tuned to this situation as it is developing over the next 12 to 24 hours.